So she hurt her right wing and her right eye. They thought she was healing, and then as they were testing her out, making sure she could fly and she could hunt, they noticed that her wing wasn't sitting quite right. And when they x-rayed it, they had discovered that it had actually healed incorrectly. So rather than putting her through all of the pain of trying to re-break it and fix it correctly, they just decided she could no longer be a wild animal. She had to come into captivity. So she came to Upham in December of 2001. Our other bird came here in the winter of 2000. So we've had both of them for about 13 years, 12, 13 years. So we've been doing Raptor programs with them for about that long. Really? I used to work with an eagle and it would hit my head every time. Pretty sure not that mean, right? All right, so Stella, let's see. What else can I tell you about her? Let's talk about owls specifically. Who has ever heard the phrase wise as an owl? Has anybody ever been told they're as smart as an owl? I definitely was. My college graduation card had an owl on it. Guys, it's really not a compliment. No, it's not at all. They're not. They're smart. If we look at an owl, what is one of the first things you notice about her face? What do you notice? Big eyes. Yeah, her eyes are huge. Her eyes take up 50% of her head. Her eyes are so big that if human eyes were that big, our eyes would be the size of softballs and they would weigh 5 pounds. So they take up a huge amount of her head. But what can humans do with our eyes that owls cannot do with theirs? Yes, ma'am.
That they can't move it around.
They can't move them. Exactly. We can roll our eyes when our parents say something we don't agree with. We roll our eyes at them. Stella cannot do that. I could say whatever I wanted to about her, and she could not roll her eyes at me. But what can owls do that humans cannot do?
They can rotate their head all the way around.
Close. They can't quite get it all the way around. Just like humans, if we tried to rotate our head all the way around, our head would fall off. They can't go all the way around, but they can go about 3/4 of the way, or 270 degrees. Do that now. So that's like if you're looking at this back wall, or if you guys are me, I guess, looking up at me, you could turn your head over your shoulder and be looking out that window. But you'd have to turn it that way first, not that way.